Hello once again and welcome to our live show. I'm Cheryl Miller. The Richmond area is very lucky to have a number of local theater companies, including the Ashland-based Whistle Stop Theater Company. This summer, the company is showcasing 3 different productions on one day. We'll welcome part of the cast with a song from one of those shows this morning, but first, director Louise Ricks is here to fill us in on the company and this summer's productions. Good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning.
This is taking on quite a bit. You're doing 3 different productions in one day.
Yes, ma'am.
Why did you decide to do that?
Well, Ashland Main Street is a wonderful place. Obviously, Ashland is the center of the universe, and we want to showcase that. So all the Ashland Main Street businesses have all kinds of fun activities going on that day. There's face painting, there's going to be a bubble bar, all kinds of fun stuff. And so in between all of those activities, we want to put on some shows so families have a full day of family fun that's affordable.
But they're going to be so busy in the theater, they won't have time to go out because I'm sure the productions are wonderful.
Our shows are at noon, 2, and 4, and so we'll have some gaps of time in between so families can enjoy Main Street.
Well, first let's talk about your theater company, Whistle Stop Theater Company. What's the story behind the story?
Oh, the Whistle Stop Theater Company was originally designed so that we can embrace empathy in our communities. I feel like that's really lacking these days. And the more we can share that with children and their families through stories that have lasted for eons, the more I think we're going to be able to grow as a community.
Let's talk about the 3 productions that you're doing because they're similar, they're all family oriented, and some are familiar, some not so familiar. The first one you're doing is Thumbelina.
That's right, and I think we're all familiar with the Thumbelina story, but we've twisted it a little bit. Thumbelina discovers a lot more about herself and makes some new friends along the way.
Now, this one I told you were going to have to explain to me, Cattywampus.
Cattywampus. So Cattywampus is a collection of American folk tales. Do you know what Cattywampus means?
I do not.
It means getting lost, and we have a really fun way of explaining that in our
Cattywampus every day.
Good morning. We're Cattywampus.
I love that. So is this original play or is this something?
It is. I wrote all of these plays.
Oh, wow.
They've toured all around the country, and now we want to bring it right back home.
So as a writer, what's it like to see your words come to life on the stage?
Gosh, my favorite thing about it is getting to see the reaction from the children and their families. Having children come up after the show and say that they've learned something or that they were able to hug their parents for bringing them to the theater means the most to me.
And I guess that's really important too because this is an opportunity to introduce a child to the theater, and live theater is so much different than watching something on a screen.
That's right, that's right. Theater has the ability to make us feel as if we were the people experiencing that story. It's an opportunity to empathize on a whole other degree.
Oh, so kind of taking in the idea of the programs. The third one is Rumpelstiltskin, which you brought some of the cast today.
That's right, and I'm so excited for them to perform. They're insanely talented, and I'm sure everybody will really enjoy every show.
And everybody knows the story. There's the cast there. Hi, good morning. Talk a little bit about the song that they're going to do for us today.
Friendship is like gold. Well, I think we understand that sentiment, right? Of course, we put a lot of value in money and our possessions, but it's the connections we make on a daily basis that really matter.
Talk a little bit about the cast and where you get your actors from.
Oh, sure. Well, everybody is volunteer at the Whistle Stop. So all these talented people are taking their own time and energy and talents to volunteer for our community, and we're able to use all of our actors in all 3 shows.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, you just ooze excitement for your shows because you wrote them and you're directing, but you're also an actor.
I am. Right now I'm in Knuffle Bunny at Virginia Repertory Theater on top of producing for the Whistle Stop.
So does it make it harder or easier to know as an actor what a director is expecting and vice versa?
I think listening to people is the most important thing, and that's something you learn a lot in acting. So that does help with directing, that does help with creating characters as you're writing, because you understand how it's going to play on stage. Oh,
we're going to see how it plays on stage because the crew that you brought today, the cast, is going to perform for us. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Louise Ricks, the director. The Whistle Stop Theater Company presents the Ashland Summer Theater Festival with 3 productions, Thumbelina, Cattywampus, and Rumpelstiltskin. The show is next Saturday, August 11th at the Hanover Arts and Activities Center. And for more information, look for a link on our show website. We'll put that up by about 2 o'clock this afternoon. Just go to WTVR.com/VTN.